Roberts in trouble in the corner with Freebird Betty Roberts. Roberts is thrown into the corner right in front of our camera. But he gets rid of Adams the hard way, and here's the tag for the Iceman. Adams up quickly, and Iceman back to wait. You'll notice that the Iceman does not have his cane with him tonight. Chris Adams was able to steal that in a recent event. Chris Adams wanted the super kick, but Roberts got out of the way. Now the Lumberjacks handle the Iceman roughly as they throw him back in the ring. Iceman with a real problem on his hands as Adams delivers the stomp. Tag is made, and back in comes the modern-day Warrior. There to nail the Iceman. What a great match. Now the Lumberjacks over there have the Iceman. Not all the Lumberjacks are going to get along with each other. As you see Tatum shoving Jason Sterling away. You've got Cowboy Tony Sterling, the Angel of Death. Jack Victory, Wild Bill Irwin, Bob the Cat Bradley. Here's the pin. 1, 2. Irwin and Victory about to get into it. They've had problems. Here's the Iceman with a sleeper hold on Carey. Iceman's not popular, but he is talented and he is fast. The old noodle and runs the Iceman into the turnbuckle. That knocks him off, but it also hurts Carey as well, and the Iceman comes back. Carey with a reversal. Iceman on the rebound is going to be put in the abdominal stretch. Iceman King Parsons is riding the rack. 5 minutes. 5 minutes have gone by in this all-important tag team Lumberjack event. Look out on the floor. Chairs flying, bodies flying. Chris Adams shoving Jack Victory, and Victory sees the chair and moves. Iceman throws Carey out. Now let's see, there's Wild Bill. He won't get rough with Carey, but look out, there's Victory, and they do get rough. Tatum was in there. And the Iceman continues. Now the Lumberjacks are about to get into it again. There's a kick to the midsection by Buddy Roberts, who's now the legal man after tagging the Iceman. Iceman gets mad at me when I call him Parsons. Says, don't do that, call me Iceman. Roberts with a pin for 2, and Carey really throws him off. Chris Adams says, I tag. Bronco Louie says, no. Here's Carey ducking under. Back. But the Iceman is there. Iceman takes the arm over the head. Chris Adams is in, and Bronco Lubitsch wants him out. Carey in trouble with the Iceman. Here comes Roberts. No tag was made. Bronco Lubitsch distracted by Adams. He's asking, and Bronco will not fall for this. He wants the Iceman back. Kerry needs and wants to tag Chris Adams. Iceman trying to keep Kerry from getting over there. Adams in on the Iceman. Iceman is the one in trouble now in the corner right in front of me. Iceman thrown to the floor. The Lumberjacks are there. Look at Tatum trying to throw the Lumberjacks off. Now there's about 5 men there to shove the Iceman back in. Adams there with a choking foot to the throat. You know, with these Lumberjack matches, not only do you not get out, it's also tough to come running in to interfere. Now, I notice Playboy Vince Apollo has arrived. Here's Adams wanting to put the Iceman in a pile driver. Well, I don't know if his head came out from the legs or not. Looked like it did. And he's showing signs of life, so I don't think he caught him full force. Still staggering, though, and trying to tag in the wrong corner. And Kerry into the tag with a big right fist. Here's Chris Adams to the diving splash. Could be, might be, but no. Seems like Apollo's been out here the whole time. I said he had shown up, but he's been here the whole time. That's my mistake. Fans chanting, go, Chris, go. Head into the mat. Roberts in. One, two. Go, Chris, go rings through this big crowd on hand in Fort Worth. Small package is good for 2. Kerry keeps him going. This is Kerry looking great. Look at that bill back there. Chris Adams in bad shape with Freebird Buddy Roberts. Monday night, February the 8th, we're back in Fort Worth for a big 6-man World Tag Team title bout. Chris Adams, Kevin Von Erich, and Steve Simpson against the Angel of Death, Buddy Roberts, and the Iceman.
10 minutes.
There's 10 minutes from Joe Ranelli. Kevin Von Erich faces Freebird Terry Gordy. That will be a real showdown. Chris Adams is thrown to the floor. Here go the Lumberjacks. And Tatum is getting out of hand. That's not his job. He's stomping on Chris Adams. The Lumberjacks fight with each other as they get Adams back in. Tatum was the real culprit over there. Kerry with a stomp to the head of the Angel of Death. Roberts gets thrown into the Iceman's foot. That backfired on him. And here comes Kerry in on the tag. Look at Kerry go. Roberts is out. Here come the Lumberjacks again, fighting amongst themselves. Iceman gets thrown into the ropes by Kerry in the turnbuckle. Sterling and Tatum are getting into it. Kerry wants the Iron Claw on Buddy Roberts. Lumberjacks are into a terrible schmoz. Playboy Vince Apollo gets hit in the head, and he heads for the locker room. I don't know who that was that hit him. I think it was Irwin. In the meantime, Kerry's still trying to get the Iron Claw on Roberts in the ring. But Roberts fights him off. Now what is this? Apollo has come back. He's brought the real thing with him. It was Irwin that hit Apollo, and now Apollo's brought the real thing up to gang up on Lumberjack Wild Bill Irwin. None of the other Lumberjacks are helping Irwin. Now here comes the missing link up. to get rid of the real thing. Apollo and Irwin are into it on the floor. It's mayhem in the ring. It's mayhem on the floor. Oh, what a mess. I can't keep up with all this. I probably am guilty of missing some action in the ring because it is absolute bedlam. Irwin has got Vince Apollo by the necktie and is pounding on him. The real thing and the missing link are at it.
And the winners of the tag team Lumberjack match, Chris Adams and Terry Von Erich. Von Erich and Chris Adams, the winners.
I don't know how it happened because I was so distracted by everything else. What bedlam here in this main event. Hope you enjoyed it from Fort Worth. Time now to talk about the Lincoln's birthday night, Friday night at the Sportatorium in Dallas. This is kind of complicated, so let me run down the special details on this penny business before we go into the card. Bring a pocket full of pennies with you to the Sportatorium Friday night. As I said earlier tonight, a lot of folks say a penny's not worth anything. Well, that rule doesn't hold true with World Class Friday night. When you buy 2 tickets at regular price in any location, you can buy a 3rd ticket for a penny. When you buy a cold drink at any of the concession stands for full price, you can buy a 2nd one for a penny. Popcorn, hot dogs, anything. The same rule holds true. Buy 1 food or drink item, get the 2nd for a penny. Buy 2 tickets at full price, get the 2nd for a penny. A tremendous bargain for a tremendous card. Now, we got underway at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7. Let's take a look at the exciting card Friday night as the headline main event will be a fabulous tag team event as Kevin and Kerry Von Erich tag team against Buddy Roberts and Terry Gordy. That'll be quite a showdown, really getting to the root of the problems we're seeing right now. Iceman King Parsons goes against gentleman Chris Adams. Iceman recovering from somewhat of an injury in a Thunderdome event. Iceman will be there against Chris Adams. We look forward to that Friday night. Terry Taylor goes against the Latin heartthrob Al Perez. Won't that be an exciting match? Perez against well-known Terry Taylor. The Fantasticks will have Solomon Grundy on their team in a 6-man match against Hollywood John Tatum, Jack Victory, and The Thing. You'll see these exciting matches and much, much more Friday night. Bring a pocket full of pennies. Buy 2 tickets and get a 3rd one for a penny. Buy 1 food or drink item at full price, get a 2nd one for a penny. Now then, I want to talk to the stars. We already have heard from the Fantasticks. I want now to hear from Tatum and Victory. We're going to show you that fantastic footage in just a moment. But, guys, the belts are held up right now. How do you feel about this? I'm talking about Texas Tag Team title.
So what? So what's the hell up, Mark Lawrence? How do you think we got these titles? Do you think we went down to the store and bought them? Do you know we are not only held the Texas Tag Team titles, we have still hold the Wild West titles. So what, guys, David Ella? We had to beat teams like Bill Irwin's team, Iceman King Parsons, Buddy Roberts, Lance. So the Fantasticks are nothing.
Okay. Let's stop right here. We have somewhat of an indifferent attitude here. Let's roll the footage that the Fantasticks recorded earlier this week and then come back and talk to Jack Victory and John Tatum.
Roll it.
You know, Jack Victory and John Tatum, you've been doing everything in your power to keep the Fantasticks down. You've had people running in. You've had all kinds of things going on. But the Fantasticks, it seems like they seem to rise to the occasion every time something happens. And you guys, it seems like you all get upset. Well, I can tell you're upset, and the Fantasticks got you upset. And that's exactly where we want you. Now the belts have been held up. That means Bobby and myself just got as much chance as you guys to get those belts. And Bobby and myself, we got something on our side that you don't, and that's the people out there. And so, Victory and Tatum, it doesn't matter what you do this time. It doesn't matter how hard you cry to the promoters of world-class wrestling. It doesn't matter how much wind you stand out there and tell them people that you're going to beat the Fantastic. You're not going to get the job done because Bobby and myself, we got a few tricks up our sleeves too. So Victory and Tatum, you better get prepared for the match of your life because Bobby and myself, we've been training hard. Victory and Tatum, there's nothing more that we would like to do, and it's to hurt you too. And that's exactly what we're going to do the next time we get you in the ring.
But who do they think they are? Who do you think you are, Fantastic? Stop crying and stop complaining. Wake up and smell the roses. This is 1988, baby. This is the new year. Hey, don't cry and complain about you were ripped off, about how you this happened and that happened. We beat you fair and square. Fair and square, Mark. You thought you were there. It doesn't matter, Fantasticks, anymore anyway. We don't care. We beat the league to win these titles. We beat the Bunners, the Fantastic. It don't matter who it is. So don't come up here crying and complaining about how you could have won the title if this or that wouldn't have happened. Baby, I'll tell you what. It don't matter where it is. The very first time the world class off his foot stopped those titles, Jack Victory and John Tatum, I promise you, there won't be nothing to cry and complain about. These titles won't be held up again. I promise we're going to beat you to death, Fantastic. And this won't happen anymore. I promise.
We'll look forward to an exciting rematch with the Fantasticks versus Hollywood John Tatum and Jack Victory for the held-up Texas Tag Team. We are so very delighted to be back in Fort Worth this Monday night at Will Rogers Memorial Auditorium. It's been several weeks since we've had wrestling in Fort Worth, and we're back in high gear Monday. This Monday night begins a series of very special weeks for the fans in Fort Worth. In fact, Monday night, be with us in the auditorium. We'll have a special announcement about some action coming to Fort Worth in the near future. In addition, we have a marvelous card. It's the light heavyweight wrestling title of the world on the line, the long-awaited rematch with Sean Simpson against Eric Embry. We think back to Christmas night as we look forward to this exciting match. Sean won a match the other night and has earned a rematch against Embry for the belt, and we see it Monday night. We'll be seeing The Real Thing versus Wild Bill Irwin Monday night. We'll look forward to this, especially since Playboy Vince Apollo will be handcuffed once again to the ring rope. Now, after all of this, as the main event Monday night, we'll be seeing the match that we heard the Fantasticks and Hollywood John Tatum and Jack Victory talk about just a moment ago. It is the Texas Tag Team title rematch. Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers against Jack Victory and John Tatum. In addition to the titles being on the line, we will have penalty boxes at ringside. When you break a rule, when you interfere, when you get out of hand, you get locked in the penalty cage and you stay in there until you're let out. And there's not much you can do in that penalty booth. What a great way to really get to the bottom of this Texas Tag Team title situation. Remember, the belts are held up and we will have penalty boxes. Steve Simpson against Brian Adias. Maniac Born against the Angel of Death. The card just keeps going on. A really big night, a very special night. Monday night, Will Rogers Memorial Auditorium in Fort Worth at 7:30. Let's take just a brief look now at the #1 fundraiser for nonprofit organizations. Then I'll be back to tell you about our next feature on the Best of Championship Sports.
Attention members of nonprofit organizations. World-class championship wrestling can make your next fundraiser the most successful ever. Professional wrestling has filled some of the largest arenas in the world. Pro wrestling is the #1 fundraiser for nonprofit organizations, for Boy Scouts, football teams, cheerleaders, drill teams, and others. Now you can put wrestling's popularity to work for you. Nonprofit organizations. Call World-Class Championship Wrestling at 214-428-8421. That's 214-428-8421.
Our next exciting match tonight comes from the Union Arena Christmas night. It's World Six-Man Tag Team title action. This match comes to the ring as the culmination of a worldwide six-man tournament. These two teams are the finalists going for the belt. Let's watch and enjoy the match as it happens Christmas night.
This event one fall, 60-minute time limit is for the World Six-Man Tag Team Championship. It is in a steel cage. First of all, the first team from Bad Street, USA, the combined weight of over 600 pounds, Freebirds Terry Gordy and Buddy Roberts, and with them, the Blackbird, King Parson. And their opponents, the combined weight of over 735 pounds. First of all, from Johannesburg, South Africa, Steve Simpson. And from England, the gentleman, Chris Adams. And from Denton County, Kevin Von Erich. The referee, John Keaton.
Okay, thank you, Ralph Pulley, and hi, everybody. This is Mark Durant saying hello from the studios of Channel 11 as Jim Lund has given us an opportunity to go back and voice over this match just as it was taped with the same excitement that took place Christmas night at Reunion Arena. Ralph Pulley has introduced the match. This is for the World Six-Man Tag Team title. And I know you're going to enjoy seeing these 6 stars in action. This is going to be a beauty of a bout. Now, you already see Terry Gordy causing problems, and Kevin jumping right in. There's the Iceman in the middle of it. Steve Simpson moves over to grab the Iceman and get him away, so Kevin has a clean shot on Gordy. In the meantime, Adams has Roberts as Gordy is thrown all the way across. This is what we talk about when we say Wrestling Star War. And those of you that were with us on Christmas night will remember this match very clearly. This is also the same kind of excitement that we're going to see Friday night in Dallas. It's a come-as-you-are main event. I'm talking February the 12th. This is not one of those matches that I talked about weeks ago where you have to disregard things. I'm talking to you from the studios of Channel 11 tonight as you hear the crowd and see the match just as it took place. So this Friday night, February the 12th, be with us. Bring your pocket full of pennies in Big D. And save money and enjoy a great card. This same kind of excitement will be yours when Gordy and Roberts tag team against Kevin and Kerry in that come-as-you-are main event. And Chris Adams gets a one-on-one shot with the Iceman Friday. We'd hoped to have that match last week, but Iceman got hurt in a Thunderdome match and was unable to be with us, but he'll be back this week, and Chris Adams is waiting. Looking forward to seeing Terry Taylor for the first time with World Class against the Latin heartthrob Al Perez, and much more. We'll talk more about Dallas wrestling in a moment. Right now, let me once again re-explain to you the fact that you need to have a pocket full of pennies with you. Because if you've got, say, 4 people in your party, you can save 1 ticket price. Because for every 2 you get, you're going to get a third one for a penny. So buy the first 2 at full price, pay a penny for the third, and then pick up that 4th at full price, and it's 4 for the price of 3. Look at Kevin on Gordy. If you got a party of 3, well, you get 3 for the price of 2 and so on. For every third ticket, it's just a penny after you buy the first 2 at full price. Similar situation on food and beverage items. Buy 1 cold drink, including cold beer at full price, get a second for a penny. Buy 1 hot dog for full price, get a second one for a penny. Same thing on popcorn, peanuts, and all the good concession items. Gordy and Kevin with the headlock now over along the ropes inside the steel cage to keep people from interfering. Remember, this was the night that Fritz got beat up on. That came later on this night after the match we're watching now. Kevin in trouble in the corner. Gordy plotting his strategy and coming back with that clothesline to knock Kevin away. Well, speaking of this kind of excitement, with Iceman on Kevin, it'll be the same thing on this big added match in Fort Worth on Monday. Now, I am not promoting this fact on all of the commercials from Fort Worth this week. Will on some, won't on others, as we put the show together throughout the week here at Channel 11. Flying snapmare, Kevin down, Roberts in the face with the boot. But Monday night in Fort Worth, February the 8th, in the Memorial Auditorium, on that already great card featuring Texas Tag Team title with penalty boxing, Apollo handcuffed to the ring rope with the Thing versus Irwin, light heavyweight title Sean and Embry. It is a great tag team main event, Terry Gordy and Iceman against Kerry Von Erich and Chris Adams. Something for everybody Monday in Fort Worth. We'll also have a big announcement about an exciting event coming to Fort Worth in the near future. So be with us Monday night. Okay, let's focus in on this match now. We've gotten some business out of the way. Remember, we're looking back at Christmas night. It's Steve Simpson, the legal man. This is one of Steve's first matches back, about his 3rd ring appearance following his eye injury. As he kicks Robertson, look at him go into that steel cage head first. Steve Simpson with a tag on gentleman Chris Adams, who climbs that rope high. Hold on, down he comes, and down goes Roberts. Chris Adams now ready to continue this mess on Freebird Terry Gordy. Christmas night, we had a crowd of about 8,000 people, if I remember correctly. Down goes gentleman Chris Adams. And that was the kickoff for what has been a tremendous surge of excitement with World Class throughout the month of January and now into February. Had tremendous crowds at the Sportatorium every Friday night. Be quite honest, it's been so long since we've been in Fort Worth, I've almost forgotten. But I look forward to a great crowd in the auditorium Monday night for a really special card. Everybody excited about new ticket prices, new concession prices, made even greater by that Lincoln birthday special in Dallas. Gordy hits in the corner.
5 minutes gone.
Ralph Pulley has given the crowd the 5-minute call as Adams rolls up Gordy, but it'll only be good for one. You know, I guess it's all right for me to go ahead and tell you that after this match took place about 3 weeks after Christmas, a rematch was scheduled with a somewhat different team competing against the Von Erich team. And they won the belt because Kevin was so upset with what had happened to Fritz that he was more interested in revenge than the belt. So the team that wins this match is not the championship team as we speak tonight here on February the 6th on Saturday night. Chris Adams on Big Freebird Terry Gordy. Tag is made for Buddy Roberts. In comes Buddy. Gordy with a shot before he gets out, and you see how these Freebirds work. Now Kevin's over trying to keep Gordy away. As you can tell, this feud was bad enough between the Von Erichs and Freebirds even before the attack on Fritz took place, because this feud started years ago right here in this same building when Kerry had that steel door slammed in his face. There's Chris Adams with a super kick, and down goes Freebird Buddy Roberts, and you see this crowd urging him on. Well, there's nothing like wrestling Star Wars excitement. You know, we've been talking a lot about a Thunderdome match being a new innovation with world class, only with world class. Well, Star Wars is the same way. You only see Star Wars excitement with world class. It was the first with world class in 1981, and it's gotten greater ever since. Here's Steve with the big move in the pin that's for two. Look forward to perhaps a wrestling Star Wars this spring. There's a nice shot of what the fans on the 4th and 5th row see, the steel cage around the ring. Once again, I'm voicing this match over from Channel 11 tonight. This is the match that took place back on Christmas night. Simpson with a move. Steve with a pin, one. And that's all. Big night Monday night. I just can't get over it. We've got two title matches. The light heavyweight title, Embry and Sean. Texas tag team title, Fantasticks against Tatum and Victory. The belts are held up after January the 29th in Dallas. Gordy is on Steve Simpson now. You got the added tag, Gordy and Iceman against Kerry and Adams. And so much more. Reunion Arena roaring. Go, Steve, go. But it's Terry Gordy roaring to himself with momentum. Look at Kevin up on the rope. Into the corner goes Mr. Simpson. We're going to try to get the doors open a little early for you Friday night in Dallas. We ought to have a mob. Here's Simpson ducking underneath. Comes back, and there's the Iceman to take him down. And look at Iceman Parsons. He thinks he's got the world by the tail. High in the air, Simpson down with the body slam, and it's all Iceman King Parsons. He's prancing. Into the corner, the tag is made for Big Bam Bam Terry Gordy. There's no one like him in wrestling today, a real bully. He's the bully at home. Tag is made, in comes Kevin. He moves right in on Bam Bam Gordy and wants to say Bam Bam to Bam Bam. Gordy thrown in the corner. Kevin with a shot for good measure on anybody that's in that enemy corner. But he may have made a mistake as that gave Gordy the chance to get that foot in the face. Kevin is thrown back into a Terry Gordy clothesline, and down goes Kevin, and Gordy wants that Oriental spike. That paralyzing thumb in the throat that he learned in the Orient. Other wrestlers have tried to imitate it, but no one's ever done it like Bam Bam Gordy. Adams high. He wants to come in. That he does, but Gordy rolled out of the way, and Adams has to resort to a stomp. Gordy saw him coming. Boy, this is just like being there again, watching this tonight here with you on Channel 11. It's just like we were there at Reunion Arena again. That good-looking guy back there is Mark Lawrence and Ralph Pulley, but I was talking then as it happened. Kevin Von Erich with the Iron Claw and Freebird Terry Gordy. Here's Roberts coming in.
10 minutes gone. 10 minutes gone.
Ralph Pulley with a 10-minute call to the crowd. Head in the turnbuckle, and Roberts bounces all over Dallas County. Chops in the corner. Big drop kicks. Here's Gordy now. He gets drop kicked down. Kevin moving with great acrobatic speed. Now Roberts acts like he wants to crawl out of the cage. But Kevin puts the Iron Claw on. And I say again, it's just like we were there again Christmas night. Wasn't this a great match? It's these kind of matches that you never forget. Kevin in trouble now after he fell across those ropes. Now here's Roberts wanting a little double trouble, a little teamwork on Chris Adams. Headbutt by the Iceman as Roberts climbs the rope. Iceman is holding it. But Adams got out of the way just in time. Parsons should have known better. Here's Chris Adams. Boom! Super kick. Diving splash from Kevin from the rope. 1, 2, 3. Von Erich, Adams, and Simpson win the World Six-Man Tag Team title. This is how it was Christmas night. I remind you that
Winners
since
of the
then,
match, the new World Six-Man Tag Team Champion. It's Kevin Von Erich, gentlemen, Chris Adams, and Steve Simpson.
Now the Buddy Roberts Iceman team has since won it back, and this is what happened Christmas night, and we'll look forward to a rematch. We'll be back for more on Channel 11 tonight. 2 big weeks now. Talk about the World Tour coming to such places as... Now let's talk right now about Waco. We'll be in the Convention Center downtown Tuesday night. This coming Tuesday night, that's February the 9th. Card gets underway at 7:30. The card will be highlighted by a fabulous Thunderdome thriller with all of your favorite stars lined up, 5 men on each team, 10 in all. It's each team for itself, and one team is completely handcuffed. The other gets to do whatever they want. Such great stars on this card include gentlemen Chris Adams, Steve Simpson, Al Perez, flamboyant Eric Embry. We'll see Kevin and Kerry Von Erich there. Fabulous Freebird Buddy Roberts, Iceman King Parsons, Wild Bill Irwin, The Missing Link, Jack Victory, John Tatum, Real Thing, Superman Tony Atlas, and much more. That's Waco, Texas in the Convention Center downtown, Tuesday night, February the 9th at 7:30. Look forward to seeing you there in person. Now then, we've got an exceptionally big week coming up, including an exciting tag team match that has already been added to that great Fort Worth card. I should say an already great Fort Worth card, made even greater by the Freebirds versus Von Erichs. Let's talk about the excitement in Fort Worth and the Come As You Are tag team bout in Dallas on Friday.
Yeah, you know, Mark, first I want to say something about Buddy Jack's Barstool. I've had cards and letters from all over the United States wanting to know, why, Buddy Jack, why don't you have the Barstool on anymore? Well, I'll tell you why. Until I get a public apology from Bill Mercer, you'll never, ever see another Buddy Jack's Barstool. So, Bill Mercer, it's your fault. Hey, fans, don't blame me. And as far as the Come As You Are, hey, that's bad street rules, guys. That means come as you are. If you wake up and you feel rotten, mean, and miserable and ugly, you come as you are. You come rotten, mean, ugly, and miserable. And you also can bring into the ring whatever you're wearing. And I'm bringing John Wayne with me. But before I use John Wayne, Angel, show him the handcuffs. We're going to clip them just like we did to your old man. We're going to clip your wrists onto the top rope. And then John Wayne is going to go to work on the barbers. I can't wait, Ice. Payday! Payday, Terry and Chris Adams. Can you believe that combination? First of all, we got two real Rudy Poots. We got one that loves to stay in jail. We got one that can't even ride a motorcycle. And you're going to deal with Bam Bam and the Iceman? Well, like we told your daddy, you at the right place, but the wrong time. Can you dig it? You might get lucky, Chris Adams, but Friday night, you jailbird, Friday night, it's me and you. You know, you crossed the line and you had to do some time. But you ain't learned. You went behind my back and stole my cane, boy. That cane was a special gift to me from my daddy. And he told me one thing. He said, if the sucker don't learn, all you got to do is teach it. So Friday night, jailbird, do me a favor. Bring my cane. And I'm going to do the rest. Can you dig it? It's like the old man always told me. He said, walk proud and talk loud, but carry a big stick. Chris Adams, you got something belong to me, and I want it back, jailbird. Can you dig it? Have mercy.
A big week ahead, Friday night in Dallas. It's Iceman King Parsons versus gentleman Chris Adams. The Come As You Are tag team main event. And don't forget this thrilling tag team match added to an already great card. Monday night in Fort Worth, gentleman Chris Adams and the Modern Day Warrior go against the team of Terry Gordy and this man, Iceman King Parsons. Wow. Stay with us. We're back for more on Saturday Night Wrestling on Championship Sports in just a moment.
With the most sweeping
Assignment of the world-class Over Tour returns to Central Texas this week in the Frank W. Mayburn Civic Center in Temple, Texas, Wednesday night, February the 10th at 7:30 in the evening. Make sure you're on hand for this exciting card. All of your favorite stars on hand. The highlight match will be a Thunderdome thriller. This is the new innovation with world-class wrestling, only with world-class, and it will be yours in Temple. Don't miss this exciting opportunity to see this exciting match. We'll have all sorts of other great matches on the card as well with all of your favorite stars. Such stars as Kevin and Kerry Von Erich, Maniac Matt Bourne, Latin heartthrob Al Perez. Chris Adams will be there. Wild Biller with the missing link. Buddy Roberts, Iceman King Parsons, Flamboyant Eric Emery, Brian Adias, The Real Thing, and more. Thunderdome excitement and a whole lot more at the Frank Mayburn Civic Center on the north side of Temple, Texas, right there on I-35. All you folks from the communities of McGregor and Moody and Troy, make sure you're with us for the excitement, and that includes Belton. Now then, we move on with the best of championship sports tonight with an exciting match. Young Jason Sterling versus Freebird Buddy Roberts. Gets a little rough in this match, as you will now see.
This event, one fall, 15-minute time limit. On my right, one of the fabulous Freebirds from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 245 pounds, Buddy. And his opponent from Lake Tawakoni, weighing 200 pounds, Jason Sterling. Your referee, Bronco Lubitsch.
Well, that is a whopper of a card in Dallas. And I'm glad that that rematch has been ordered back. Vince Apollo using that house mic or twos was just, that's too much. Jason Sterling here against Freebird Buddy Roberts. A real test for Jason here, who's done beautifully well so far. From Wild West Wrestling, a graduate of the training center. He's had success with Eric Embry, and he'll have Freebird Buddy Roberts, who hits his own head in the turnbuckle when Sterling got out of the way. Speaking of whopper cards, Shreveport, Louisiana. We're in the Municipal Auditorium. World title action, Thunderdome, and more. Von Erich's Fantasticks, Freebird. Al Perez, Chris Adams, Eric Embry, Tatum, and Victory Simpson, and more. Sterling right back up on Roberts, pulled down by the hair, back up again. Hair for the third time. Sterling with a leg scissors, and over goes Roberts. And out to the floor. In Fort Worth for a couple of weeks, but those of you who have been with us last Monday or the Monday before, the 11th or the 18th of January, Bring your ticket stubs. We told you to save them. Hope you did. It's good for $1 off January the 29th, this coming Friday, at the Sportatorium in Big D. 1, 2, and that's all. Sterling having to be careful of hair and tights in his dealings with Roberts, but it's like scissors turning the Freebird over again. Oh, that's going to be a great main event Friday night. Terry Gordy and Buddy Roberts against Kevin and Kerry, Lumberjack style, meaning the card will be around the ring for the match. If anybody tries to run in, they get stopped. If anybody tries to run out or gets thrown out, they get thrown back in. Friday night in Big D is going to be a big one, and we have had wall-to-wall here. Completely sold out the building on January the 2nd. And I look forward to all of you wrestling fans there this coming Friday night. Buddy Roberts with a drive to the back. Once again, Fritz Von Erich had hoped to be with us for a front row ringside segment, which would be coming in this TV slot. But Fritz was just not quite up to it. Like we said, it's going to be a long road back, even slower than we expected. Sterling here is absolutely sterling in his efforts with Buddy Roberts. Look forward to seeing Jason on the card Friday in Dallas with Eric Embry to see if Embry gives him the $1,000 that he owes him, to see if Sterling can beat him. Stayed with him for 2 10-minute matches, but we'll see if he can win Friday night. Don't forget the show here next Saturday night on Channel 11. It'll be a beauty. Some of the recent action shown again. Outs never before seen on television. That splash by... Wants him back. Missing link in the real thing, really having trouble. They were involved with Adias and Irwin last week. We talked about in the cage, a main event for the crowd. Leg scissors by Jason Sterling. After this match, we'll talk to you folks in Longview, Texas about the big card coming to the Mod Powell Center. Copper's Cove, Shreveport. World class over America. Leg scissors by Jason Sterling. Well, I really would like to know how Bobby Fulton is doing. He was in terrible shape when they took him out. He was in bad enough shape. Watch the tights here. It's a wonder he was even able to fight back in the state he was in as well as he did when he rolled up victory. Bronco Lewis, the referee, was tied up with John Tatum and Tommy Rogers on the other side. And that's when Apollo threw the house mic in to use. You know, the face of Fulton had already been bludgeoned when he ran into that, was run into that steel gate. All right, the Angel of Death has appeared out here. Uninvited and unexpectedly. The Angel of Death, wearing that hood over his head, has shown up. Roberts choking Sterling along the rope and jerks the rope back. Here's Roberts with a drive. Sterling right back. He takes him along that rope, burning the eyebrows and the forehead and the bridge of the nose. That hurts. That rope is jagged and rough where loops and tape has become ragged. Roberts with a jab to the face. Here comes Kerry Von Erich out. The Angel of Death showed up, and Kerry Von Erich comes in, attacks the Angel of Death. Remember, the Angel of Death was a key figure in that Fritz attack and in the attacks following. In the meantime, Buddy Roberts has thrown Jason Sterling not only over the rope, but all the way into the orchestra pit. Has come in on Kerry. Here comes the Angel of Death back. Kerry came out here to equalize the forces. He nails Roberts, but the Angel of Death has got him. It's now 2-on-1. Jason Sterling has been thrown into the orchestra pit. He may be hurt. Kerry, the modern-day warrior, in terrible shape against two men here. Roberts holding him from behind. Here comes Chris Adams out. Adams hits the scene. He's got Roberts. Angel of Death still on Kerry, but Kerry's trying to come back. Look out, I see an Iceman sneaking around. Iceman is here. Iceman's got his cane. He hits Chris Adams in the back of the head with his cane. That hard wooden cane with that jagged knob. Look out! Looks like a clothesline on Kerry, but Kerry ducked. The Angel of Death is clothesline. Iceman is super kick. Iceman to the floor, and Kerry Adams will prevail.
Referee Bronco Lubitsch has ruled this match no decision. No decision on this match.
Angel of Death got nailed with the Iceman's cane when Kerry ducked. That's when Chris Adams came in and super kicked the Iceman. And Chris Adams has the Iceman's cane. Look at him, and look at this big crowd. We'll be back in a moment. Abraham Lincoln's birthday, so bring a pocket full of pennies. The pennies are worth a whole Friday night in Dallas. When you go to the box office and you buy 2 tickets in any location at full price, a penny will get you a 3rd seat. When you go to the concession stand to buy any food or drink item, including beer, buy that first item at full price, get a second one for a penny. Buy 1 beer at full price, get the second cup of beer for a penny. Bring a pocket full of pennies and take advantage of the world-class Abraham Lincoln Night Special Friday night in Big D. And what a wrestling card it is. Bad street, anything goes. Come as you are. Tag team main event, Kevin and Kerry Von Erich against fabulous Freebirds Terry Gordy and Buddy Roberts. Gentleman, Chris Adams gets that one-on-one shot against the Iceman that he's been looking for. Terry Taylor against Latin heartthrob Al Perez. Hollywood John Tatum, Jack Victory, and The Real Thing tag team in a 6-man thriller against Solomon Grundy, Tommy Rogers, and Bobby Fulton. You'll see these matches and much more. Friday night in Big D, bring a pocket full of pennies and enjoy the world-class express in high gear. Let's talk to Kerry and Kevin Von Erich. Kevin, first about this Come As You Are main event tag in Dallas.
Well, you know, they're expecting a huge turnout in the Sportatorium, and I just want everybody to know that that's exactly what I want. Now, this Come As You Are match, these Freebirds are talking about they're going to bring handcuffs, they're going to bring boots, everything else. I want a huge crowd there because I want everybody to see what made the Bad Street match so famous. Why everybody in the world wants to see this match, because we're going to bust a few heads. We're going to use these handcuffs. We're going to use belts, anything we can bring to the ring, because everything is legal in a Bad Street match, and that's exactly what I want. I want everybody to see what we got in store for those birds.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris Adams joins us. Kerry, let's talk a little bit about a great tag team match Monday night in Fort Worth. Will return to Will Rogers.
Well, that's right. Anytime I got an opportunity to step in the ring with Chris, well, I look forward to it because we'll wrestle together. It's like magic. But I'll tell you this. Anytime that I can step in the ring with the Blackbird Iceman King Parsons and the big brother of my old Terry Gordy, boy, I welcome that opportunity because Terry Gordy is finally back. And Terry Gordy was part of the plot to put my father down. And so I'm coming to you, Terry Gordy, and I'm going to give you everything I've got. Iceman's already had a little bit of a taste of it. But, Gordy, you're going to get a big taste Monday night with Chris and I.
Thank you, Kerry. Now, speaking of Iceman, Chris, your big chance Friday night in Dallas one-on-one, and you're in the tag Monday as well.
Well, you know, Kerry, when that happened to your father, you know, in the ring, it kind of hurt me as well as you. And it disgusted me, and I'm sure it disgusted all of you people out there. And you know, Kerry and I have the chance this Monday to team up and go against Terry Gordy and Iceman King Parsons. Now, Iceman, you've been aggravating me lately, really aggravating me. The kind of aggravation that deserves a comeback. In other words, what you've been doing to me is attacking me from behind. You've been hitting me with a stick, tripping me up, always being there, slandering me on TV. Well, it's okay, you see, because what I say is also the same kind of thing you say. What goes around comes around. Well, let me tell you, on Monday night, Kerry and I team up. We go against Terry Gordy and King Parsons. Parsons, I'm going to bring my stick. Remember, you people, I took Iceman King Parsons' stick, and it is now my stick. I'm going to bring it in a little box to the ring. I'm going to whack your head off while Kerry takes care of Terry Gordy, which reminds me that on Friday night, it's one-on-one, Parsons, and I don't care what you call me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but my stick's going to break your bones, and that's a promise.
Thank you, Chris. Kerry, a closing comment.
Mark, I will tell you this. That is a bad street match Friday night, and I'm looking forward to it more than anything. It is come as you are. It's wear whatever you want in the ring. You want to wear your boots. You want to wear your jeans. You want to bring your handcuffs. I got a big old pair of workout gloves I'm going to bring that I've worked out in for a lot of years. I'm going to wrap them beside some people's head. But it is come as you are. Anything's legal, and my brother Kevin and I are ready.
And we're ready for a big week of world-class action in Fort Worth and Dallas. And we're ready for more of championship sports coming back in just a moment. But first, let's enjoy another look at the #1 fundraiser for nonprofit organizations.
Attention members of nonprofit organizations. World-class championship wrestling can make your next fundraiser the most successful ever. Professional wrestling has filled some of the largest arenas in the world. Pro wrestling is the #1 fundraiser for nonprofit organizations. For Boy Scouts, football teams, cheerleaders, drill teams, and others. Now you can put wrestling's popularity to work for you. Nonprofit organizations. Call World-Class Championship Wrestling at 214-428-8421. That's 214-428-8421.
Like a top-down neon drive-in, like a sugar-raised breath, like made in the shade, like making the grade, like the coat of the old Wild West. I'm an American original, the first draft beer in a can, tapping ice cold Coors with a friend of yours.
Brewery fresh draft beer in bottles and cans. That's been Coors for over 25 years. Taste the original today.
Put a 12-ounce keg in your hand.
Do you suffer from back pain, headache, neck pain, or shoulder pain? We may be able to help those go away. Hello, I'm Dr. Herndon Gideon of the Gideon Chiropractic Clinic. If you've been hurt in an automobile accident or hurt on the job, we accept most assignment on automobile accident and workman's comp insurance with no out-of-pocket expense to you. Call Janet at 613-9801 for an appointment or consultation with Dr. Gideon. If you wear out your body, where are you going to live? Call 613-9801.
The things we do to get even with our cars, just because the engine's hesitating or making funny noises, when it's so easy to bring it to Precision Tune. Precision Tune's guaranteed tune-ups stop your engine's hesitation and pinging. So don't take it out on your car. Instead, aim for the nearest Precision Tune. The engine performance experts.
Convenient locations in Dallas, Fort Worth, Garland, and North Richland Hills.
Something's coming. Something unexpected from Burger King. Something untamed. And just a little bit wild. Burger King introduces the flame-broiled Wolf Brand Chili Cheeseburger. The Wolf Brand Chili Cheeseburger. Hurry, at just 99 cents, it'll soon be part of a vanishing breed at Burger King.
Been looking forward to returning to Fort Worth for 3 weeks now. Make sure you're with us Monday night for the big world-class return, and the Will Rogers Complex will be in the auditorium at 7:32. Exciting title matches on the card. As you well know, the Texas Tag Team belts are held up. They won't be held up after the action Monday night, as we have a penalty box confrontation between the Fantasticks, Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton, and Jack Victory and John Tatum. The winners of the match will, of course, claim the held-up belts, and rule breakers get put in the penalty cage. This, hopefully, will be the best way to solve all of the madness and all of the interference that we've been seeing in this long feud between Tatum and Victory and the Fantasticks. A great match for the titles, made even greater by the presence of penalty boxes. But that's not all Monday night. Be with us to see the World Light Heavyweight Wrestling title on the line. Sean Simpson going against flamboyant Eric Embry. Sean had this belt at one time, kind of got rooked out of it by Eric Embry Christmas night. Sean wants it back. Wouldn't it be exciting if Sean won it Monday night and you were there to see it? While Bill Irwin goes against the real thing, Playboy Vince Apollo, who's been doing some wild things lately, including throwing the house mic in the ring to be used, will be handcuffed to the ring rope. That should keep him at bay. We'll look forward to seeing that. We'll be seeing Steve Simpson versus Brian Adias, Angel of Death versus Matt Bourne, and much more. And don't forget, Monday night, for you folks that are there in person, we will have a special announcement about some excitement coming to Fort Worth in the near future. So Monday night is a big night. We're in the auditorium at 7:30. Don't miss the world-class excitement. Let's move on now with this week's edition of Front Row Ringside with Fritz as we again go back and look at one of the most popular Front Row Ringside segments of 1987.
It's been amazing. Since I mentioned showing a midget match tonight, this past week, everybody wants to see one. Well, we're going to show it to you. Tonight you're going to see Billy the Kid versus Little Coco. Letters in particular from folks asking to see matches of the midgets and the girls. We're going to show you the girls too in a few weeks. Letters from people like Mrs. Lewis White of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Jack Murphy of Lakewater, Texas. Mrs. Idell Turner of Memphis, Tennessee. Gladys Hayes of Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. and Mrs. Bill Johnson of Grand Prairie. And Billy Joe Keaton of Judd, Texas. Says she's my third cousin. And do I remember throwing her in the pig pen when we were kids? You know, Judd's my hometown. Billy Joe, I think you are my third or fourth cousin. I remember throwing you in the pig pen. I'm sure I had a reason for it. I just forgotten what it was. Anyway, Little Coco and Billy the Kid. See what you think.
World-class wrestling is sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this Sportatorium. Your officials for tonight's show, Bronco Lubitsch and Larry Hayes. Your first event on the card, a 20-minute time limit on this midget bout. On my left, welcome Little Coco. And in the cowboy hat, Billy the Kid versus Little Coco. Larry Hayes, your referee.
Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid and Little Coco. And they're both little. And the youngsters here tonight are here to see Little Coco and Billy the Kid. Youngsters love these midget wrestlers. And they get into it. Well, Billy the Kid is not really a kid, but he's kid-sized. And Coco had a lot of footwork there to move around. Oh, the oldest trick in the book. Hey, look up there, bang. Little Coco gets the first shot, nice arm drag. Well, we've got the beauties coming up today. David Von Herrick and Buddy Roberts. And Iceman battles the great Kabuki. There goes Coco. Larry Hayes is the official. He's the full-size one there. Coco with a headlock. Billy the Kid is down, still down, and now ready to go. He's a little disturbed because he didn't get his timing right to come up and get Coco. David Von Erich and Buddy Roberts. David Von Erich, who lost the Texas Championship to Georgia's Jim Garvin recently. And he wants that back. Well, Billy the Kid has got in a twisting wrist lock. That's kind of taking him around the corral. Billy the Kid with Little Coco in charge right now. Well, one of the great bouts that we've been looking forward to. And it will be next week on World Class Championship Wrestling. The Great Kabuki and Toloyatsu. And that's going to be a Dragon Shy Kendo stick match with no holds barred. Everything wide open. Billy the Kid giving us a walk that reminds us of Wild Red Berry, only on a smaller dimension. Little Coco with a headlock, rolling it right, rolling it left, coming back. Nice move into the hammerlock. Hey, a great leg scissors takedown.
No.
Little belly goat butt there. And Little Coco. He's Billy the Kid working for the ropes, who he finds as a sanctuary. So Billy the Kid on the defensive right now with Little Coco. Well, Ric Flair and Kevin Von Erich will soon be matched up in a World Heavyweight Championship. In fact, that is next time around on World Class Championship Wrestling. NWA World Champion Ric Flair. Of course, you know the six-man World Class Championship tag team. The Freebirds. On top with the body press. 1, 2, but not enough. The American Heavyweight Champion is Kevin Von Erich, and he's going after the World Champion Ric Flair. Plane spin, and Billy the Kid, maybe Billy bombed. Little groggy, trying to find the way to the middle of the ring. They're both shaken up. Well, you put the airplane into a spin, the propeller as well as the plane spins in that situation. That's Billy the Kid. Well, he's trying to change the facial expression of Little Coco. Watch this. Up and over. Well, Billy the Kid really going after Little Coco. Right now, he's got it all his way. Except right there and right there. Look at Coco move. Up and over. Shoulder stand. 1, 2, 3. Little Coco has won it. What a tremendous move. Billy the Kid is really upset, but Coco gave a great move.
If you like knots, you'll love it.
Tonight, February the 11th, for the excitement of the World Class Over America Tour. A fabulous car thriller for you folks over in Fritz Von Erich country. We're going to look at Thunderdome excitement in just a moment. In addition to Thunderdome excitement, there'll be many more great matches on the card, pitting your favorite stars against each other. We'll be seeing such stars as Gentleman Chris Adams, Latin heartthrob Al Perez, Freebird Buddy Roberts, the Iceman, Eric Embry, Kevin and Kerry Von Erich, Maniac Matt Bourne, the Simpson brothers Steve and Sean will be there, Jack Victory and John Tatum, and much more. That's Harvey Hall in Tyler, Thursday night, February the 11th at 7:30. Don't miss the World Class Express in East Texas. Now then, talking about Thunderdome coming to Tyler, Thunderdome coming to Temple, and other communities in the near future, let's take a detailed look at what Thunderdome really means. World Class Wrestling Over America is absolutely thrilled to announce the most coveted, the most unique, and the most thrilling event in the history of wrestling, going on tour with World Class. Inside a steel cage, like we're surrounded by now, for the first time ever, it will be Wrestling Thunderdome. Now, before I get into details of this thrilling confrontation involving 10 men in the ring, let me first say that this has all come about as a result of the prevailing chaos between parties such as the Von Erichs, the Fabulous Freebirds, Hollywood John Tatum, Jack Victory, the Fantasticks. It's brought about due to the paralyzing handcuffing of Fritz Von Erich inside a steel cage when he was then brutally attacked. Wrestling Thunderdome involves 10 men. They will come inside a steel cage. The cage door will be locked and latched. On each side of the cage, there will be 5 pair of handcuffs hanging. And these 10 men will all get started, 5 on each team. It will be an elimination match 1 by 1. And when a man is eliminated by the pinfall or by submission, he will then be handcuffed to the cage. The other men will continue. When one team has been completely eliminated, meaning that the captain of the other team will then go to his teammates and release them. And they will have 5 full minutes to do whatever they want to do and whatever they can do to the other 5 men who are still helplessly handcuffed on the other side of the ring. What better way, what more exciting way to settle this long issue headed up by the attack on Fritz Von Erich?
Tigers will be with no referee.
Thank you, Bronco Lubitsch. 5 minutes with no referee. Look forward to this exciting event. You'll hear all the exciting details right here on World Class Championship Wrestling. 10 men start out, 5 minutes of brutality follows. Okay, we're going to go back now to January the 18th at Will Rogers and view an exciting tag team match, the Fantasticks versus John Tatum and Jack Victory. We're doing this for a couple of reasons. Number one, it will show you the kind of intensity that is involved here between these two teams. It's an example of why the Texas tag team belts are held up. This match does not cause the belts to be held up, but it certainly was one of the contributing factors that led to the holding up of the belts last Friday night in Dallas. It also will feature Playboy Vince Apollo getting involved in a very nasty manner while he's supposed to be doing some television color with me. Watch what happens. This will show you point number 2, and that is why Playboy Vince Apollo will be handcuffed to a ring rope Monday night in Fort Worth when Wild Bill Irwin goes against the real thing. Now remember, Playboy Vince Apollo has been negotiating with John Tatum and Jack Victory, trying to acquire their services for New Age management. That's why he was out there doing color. That's what we were discussing. Now let me make this point before we roll the tape. Since we recorded this back earlier in January, you're going to hear me promoting cards that have already happened. Disregard that and just watch what happens in the ring and what Playboy Vince Apollo does. Okay, Ralph Pulley has introduced the bout to the fans, and from the studios here at Channel 11 tonight, this is Mark Durant speaking to you here just briefly. We'll pick this bout up again in just a moment as it was taped at Will Rogers Auditorium earlier in the month of January, last month. As for right now, I want to touch on a couple of things to watch for in this bout and watch for in the week ahead. Now, as I introduced this to you a moment ago, I reminded you that Playboy Vince Apollo is at ringside doing a little color. He's going to be getting involved a little bit later, and that is the reason, one of the key reasons, in fact, that he will be handcuffed to the ring rope Monday night when the real thing meets Wild Bill Irwin. Now, speaking of Monday night in Fort Worth, we're back in the auditorium. Don't forget that big added main event, added to the already great card, as Freebird Terry Gordy and Iceman King Parsons go against Kerry Von Erich and Chris Adams. That'll be a beauty of a tag team bout, and you'll certainly want to be on hand to enjoy that. Okay, the bout we're watching now is getting underway. Jack Victory is opening up with fantastic Bobby Fulton. This feud is really getting out of hand. That's why we'll have penalty cages Monday night in the auditorium when the Texas Tag Team title that is currently held up is back on the line. The winners of the match take those held up belts, and the penalty boxes should really make that interesting. As you can see, the Fantasticks are going to start out with trouble, but they'll get momentum, and that's when Playboy Vince Apollo will get in charge. Look at Tatum making fun of him. Don't forget Friday night now. It's that big Lincoln's birthday special. Bring a pocket full of pennies with you. Now, we're not going to be able to make 99 cents worth of change to everybody, so be sure and bring the penny with you. Pay full price for the first 2 tickets and get the third one for a penny. Pay full price for the first drink item and get the other one for a penny. Right now, we're going to move back into this and let you hear this match. It was recorded a little earlier in the month. Remember, I'm talking about some things that have already happened, so focus on this week. Fulton with the surprise on victory.
Well, you know, Mark, you said that they have 2 sets of championship belts. Do you know of any other team in history that's ever done that?
No.
Then that makes them special, right?
Yes.
And do New Age management only take the very special in professional wrestling?
Here comes Rogers in with a quick drop kick on Jack Victory. Tatum and Victory will have an obvious weight advantage here to the smaller and lighter Fantasticks. But their teamwork and speed, as you know, can equalize any tag team match. Fantastics are fantastic in the eyes of this crowd tonight.
Well, you know, they may be off to a fast start, Mark, but you're still talking about the champions of the world. And they didn't get there by being patsies for some crowd favorite. So I believe that this match has just begun. It's in the early stages. I have complete confidence in Tatum and Victory.
By the way, Vince, I have noticed that you have been out for interviews and Gary Hart has been out for interviews. The two of you haven't been seen together. There's not a problem between you two, is there?
I can handle GH. There's no problem. Me and GH go back a long time, and I can handle anything that comes up between myself and GH. There's no problem. I take care of anything that happens.
Well, now put that comment with what we know about Gary Hart, and they don't add up to me.
And I want to say something right now. Just because I put in a bid for Tatum and Victory doesn't mean that I've forgotten about the missing link in Bill Irwin. In fact, Friday night in Dallas, myself, undefeated in world-class wrestling, will take on Wild Bill Irwin myself, and I will prove once and for all, without a shadow of a doubt, that cowboys have horse manure for brains.
There's a quick stomp by Tommy Rogers on Hollywood Tatum, who was saying that it was brains that had got him this far, and his brain may have just been damaged with that stomp. Well, he hasn't done it yet.
Illegal move. He'll be disqualified if he does that.
Oh, my. Tatum hurts. He's about to lose his tights off his rear end, too.
That's a highly illegal move.
Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton basking in the sunshine.
They better have their fun now, because they're going to pay very dearly for what just happened.
Speaking of Wild Bill Irwin and the missing link, you were involved in a pretty ugly situation last week where...
Well, whenever you're involved with Irwin and the missing link, it's always an ugly situation. What about it?
Never mind. Back in
the fact that we humiliated him again?
That was the steel cage when you locked Irwin in there and you used the handcuffs and everything. That's what I'm talking about.
5 minutes gone. 5 minutes. I only dish out what people have coming to them. That's it.
I won't elaborate on what Hollywood John Tatum just did to Bronco Lubitsch. And now Rogers is making an inference.
I think that is disgusting because I don't think you should bring the personal life into the professional ring. It's none of his business what goes on outside the ring.
Well, now, and so in pointing that out, are you saying that there might be some credence to that?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that he has no business out here saying anything of a personal nature. That's all I meant by that.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that clarification. Both Fulton and Victory are rallying this crowd behind them in this all-important tag team bout. Tatum and Victory have been all but unstoppable recently. The Fantasticks hope to make it otherwise tonight.
I'll tell you one thing. I always give credit where credit is due, and the Fantasticks are a pretty quick team. But it takes more than one ingredient to be a champion. And that's where Tatum and Victory have it over the Fantasticks as far as I'm concerned.
Are we losing that mic, Jim? Fantasticks getting this crowd behind them. All right, Playboy. Now, you're a manager. What would you be coaching this team to do? Let's say if Victory and Tatum did decide to go with you, what would you tell them right now?
That's of a highly confidential nature. If I just don't go out telling all my secrets on television, then me and GH wouldn't be the greatest managerial team of all time. So it's really none of your business, and it's nobody else's business, but I can guarantee you the Fantasticks would not be standing right now.
Fulton and Rogers are having fun with the crowd here, obviously.
Yeah, they better have their fun now. They're going to pay.
Don't forget, Oklahoma City, we're in the Music Hall at the Civic Center. Tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, World Heavyweight title action, Thunderdome excitement, and more. As now, Tatum and Victory begin to use the teamwork and the referee's distraction for a little dirty work.
That's teamwork.
Rogers wants to tag Fulton. Victory won't let him over there. Bronco Lumich trying to keep Fulton out of the way, and then Victory won't let him get around so that he can see what Tatum is doing to Rogers.
You know, I don't see the Fantasticks having too much fun now. I don't see them laughing and shaking their butts now. You know, I want you looking a little sharper when I come out to do these things with you.
You mean dress-wise?
Yes, I want you looking sharp like myself. You know, I bought this suit, this outfit in New York City. The city's so nice, they had to name it twice.
Here's Tatum, really having fun with what he thinks is a Fantastic, only to have it turn out to be Jack Victory, and the crowd is going bananas.
See, if I was out there, that would never have happened because I'd keep the continuity with the team going.
Now, Victory was about to get hot at Tatum until Fulton came running in from behind. But, boy, Tatum really made a boo-boo there thanks to the sharp decoy of the Fantastic. Tag is made. In comes Fulton. A cross set down on Victory.
Yeah, 2-on-1.
Into the ropes, Victory back drop kick by Fantastic Bobby Fulton. Across the hip. Now it's a quick pin by Big Jack. The winners of this match are Texas Tag Team Champions. And Tatum grabs the foot from Fulton when he's over there. When Fulton turns to see what happened, Victory clotheslines him from behind. We talk about the Fantastics being good at the teamwork game. Tatum and Victory are really getting into it, and now Tatum rams Bobby Fulton into the wooden barricade on the edge of the stage.
That has to be one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. That's exactly what I'm going to pay you the money for.
Tatum saying something to Apollo. That's the response you heard. Rogers checking on Fulton, who looks to be in terrible shape over there after being run into that barricade. Rogers
10 minutes gone. 10 minutes.
A bludgeoned and a beleaguered Fantastic Bobby Fulton as we pass the 10-minute mark.
Bobby Fulton look better. I've never seen him look better, Mark. He looks beautiful like that.
Fantastic's in trouble thanks to the dirty work of the defending Wild West and defending Texas Tag Team Champions. And now Victory's jabbing on Fulton, who's in bad shape. Double clothesline, down goes Bobby. Tatum now will take over. Here's a pin for two.
That's the sign of a great team. When you see, when they get somebody hurt and they get somebody down, they really go to work.
Fulton wanted to get over for the tag, but it was tough to get by both Tatum and Victory.
It's going to take a lot more than crowd support to help Bobby Fulton at this point.
Well, I must say about Apollo's offer. He would never have offered that kind of money if Tatum and Victory did not have the ability to win, whether it's legal or not. And that's what we're seeing here right now. Bobby Fulton is in terrible shape. Tatum ran his face into that steel barricade.
And that's my professional opinion. He is finished. That when the champions of the world get on you and they hurt you this bad, you can just about hang it up. Because they didn't get there by letting Victory slip through their hands.
Again, Fulton wants that tag. Rogers wants it, but the days Bobby can't see very well through all that blood. Not sure which corner he's in. Tatum and Victory doing their best
I
to
can't
keep
even
him in there.
believe he's on his feet throwing punches. This guy is hurt.
Fulton with a miraculous effort.
I'll tell you this much. I think Bobby Fulton has more guts than brains. He should just give it up before he's permanently hurt.
And is slammed into the mat. Looks to me like Jack Victory's covered with blood there in front just from the face of Bobby Fulton.
And it's going to get worse from here. The champions aren't.
Look at Fulton go, beating all the odds.
This guy shouldn't even be on his feet.
Tatum interfering. Rogers chasing him out.
This is unbelievable. He shouldn't even be on his feet.
All 4 men involved now. Here's Rogers on Tatum. Tatum is thrown in the ropes. Drop kick down. Small package. Bronco Lubitsch does not see that Fulton has victory. Here's Vince Apollo throwing the microphone that he's using for his TV color into Victory to hit Fulton with. Vince Apollo took his TV mic, tossed it in the ring.
Come on, John.
Tatum now making it worse until Rogers chases him away. Fulton somehow pinned Victory despite his state. Bronco Lubitsch was tied up with Tatum and Rogers. That's when Apollo threw his TV mic in for Victory to hit Rogers in the face and the throat with, which was already bludgeoned.
The winners are still Texas Tag Team Champions, Jack Victory and Hollywood John Tatum.
What a horrible incident. Playboy Vince Apollo. Oh, I don't know what to say. Let's take a break and come back. But I vote for more of the Fantasticks in this team whenever a rematch can take place.
At Bill McDavid's, we're introducing a new Acura dealership. Ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction for quality and dealer service. Our new Acura Legend Coupe is ranked one of the best cars in the world. Get the best deal in Texas at both our locations.
Bill McDavid Acura Fort Worth, 820 and Highway 80 West, and Bill McDavid Acura Arlington, I-20 at College.
At the Texas Tradition, test drive our Acura Legends. 87 Import Car of the Year.
Don't wait any longer. Time is running out as A Brandt Furniture bankruptcy sale has over $2 million of furniture left. But wait, not 60, 65, or 70% off, but everything now up to 75% off, including all A Brandt bedroom, living room, and dining room furniture at 75% off. If you've shopped at A Brandt, come look again at drastically reduced prices. Don't wait any longer as time is running out. A Brandt Furniture bankruptcy sale in Dallas and Fort Worth.
The Von Erichs, America's first family of wrestling. Their story is one of both tremendous achievement and tragic loss. Now you're invited to share their memories with the first complete story of the Von Erich family as told by Fritz and Doris. The Von Erichs, a family album. You'll enjoy the life of each family member. Fritz, Doris, Jackie, Kevin, David, Carrie, Mike, and Chris. With over 200 photos compiled from personal family albums, you'll learn how the family has grown through the years, both at home and in their professional careers. Be with them as they reach superstardom in the wrestling arena while overcoming tragedy through their courage and strong Christian belief. To order, send $13.95 plus $2.50 handling, a total of $16.45 to Von Erich's Family Album. Post Office Box 57589, Dallas, Texas 75207. Buy now in time for Christmas. The Von Erich's Family Album is the perfect gift for your favorite wrestling fan. Order today.
Let's address the excitement of world-class over America now. Coming to Texarkana in the Texarkana College Auditorium, Saturday night, February the 13th at 8 o'clock in the evening. Be on hand to see world-class Thunderdome excitement in Texarkana. It'll sort of be a three-state feature. 4 if you include the corner of Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, and Oklahoma. All you folks from the corners of those states, make sure you're with us. Thunderdome excitement is complemented by much, much more. We'll be seeing gentleman Chris Adams there, Sean Simpson, Eric Embry, Al Perez. The list just keeps going on with Kevin and Kerry Von Erich, Terry Gordy, Iceman King Parsons, Wild Bill Irwin, the Missing Link, Maniac Matt Bourne, Freebird Buddy Roberts, Brian Eddy. It's the real thing. That's quite a lineup. Highlighted by Thunderdome excitement in Texarkana at the Texarkana College Auditorium. Make sure you're with us at 8 o'clock. We're there, of course, on Saturday night, February the 13th. Got a couple of interesting, entertaining, and enjoyable features for you right now. One involves Buddy Roberts, and one is a musical tribute to the Wild West Tag Team Champions, a championship team that tries to get the Texas Tag Team Championship back this Monday night.
We're here at Billy Bob's for the scene of Buddy Jack's Barstool, a big feature on Wild West Wrestling, and it's good to be with Buddy Jack here today. Hey, this sounds like an exciting little bit we're going to do.
This is really interesting, and the reason I'm here is because a lot of cards and letters have been coming in to the president of the wrestling here, and as a result, these people want to see what's happening here at Billy Bob's as far as wrestling and other forms of entertainment, and also many, many cards and letters have been coming here wanting to see Buddy Jack Roberts more. So as a result, the promoter has put together 1 and 1 equals 3, and as a result, he has offered me my own show. He wants me to host Buddy Jack's Barstool at Billy Bob's.
All right, now speaking of wrestling, I was talking to Iceman King Parsons the other day, and Iceman said, and I know you guys had a few fracases in the past, but he'd like to be your first guest.
Okay, now, all that is in the past. I mean, hey, time heals all wounds. If he wants to be on my show, he is welcome to be here. And I also want to show the people, everybody, I want to have the fabulous Lance here. I want to have the jailbird Chris Adams here, and many, many other stars will be on my show, Buddy Jack's Barstool at Billy Bob's. And as a matter of fact, Bill, they're going to put a big sign behind here saying Buddy Jack's Barstool at Billy Bob's. And it is a great honor for me to be here to host this show.
Hey, Bill, hey, have another one, man.
No, I'm fine, buddy. Thank you very much.
Hey,
That's
quite
okay.
all right. Hey, Bill, hey, what do you think of this whole show here?
Well, it's...
Hey, it's great. That's what it is. As a matter of fact, Bill, look at, they've already got my name in lights. Hey, Buddy Jack Roberts has finally hit the big time here at Billy Bob's. I'm going to have the greatest wrestlers here, and I'm going to have the greatest name talent you've ever seen in your whole life right here at Buddy Jack's Barstool at Billy Bob's.
You know, Bill, I've been thinking, I don't think I want Iceman King Parsons on my first show. I want to have a Dolly Parton. I want to have a Crystal Gale. I want to have some pretty women with me on Buddy Jack's Barstool here at Billy Bob's. And as a matter of fact, you know, I just been thinking, I don't think I want you on my show at all, because I am the boss right here, Buddy Jack Roberts. Hey,
Well, Buddy Jack, here we're at this Billy Bob's, Texas.
Hollywood John Tatum and Jack Victory have really been on fire with world class. Enjoy this feature on these two stars right now.
0% interest or no down payment or $2,500 instant credit or lease to own at Munden's where everything's on sale. Black lacquer dresser, mirror, and headboards compared to $1,000, only $399. Camelback sofa, regular $600, only $339. Extra plus oak trim sofa, only $385. Decorative style sofa, just $225. Recliners, $99. Bunk beds with mattress, $129. 3-foot plant stands, $5. No interest or no down payment for $2,500 instant credit or lease to own. Delivery within 100 miles. Open every night till 7, Sunday 1 to 6. Munden's, 1221 Dexboro Highway, Fort Worth. By the way, are you a Munden's customer?
I have been known to go on about why Jimmy Dean sausage is the best-selling sausage in the country. I say things like quality, finest pork, finest spices. All that is true. But you ask the people who made it number one, the people who buy it, why do you like Jimmy Dean sausage? And you know what they say? Very simply, they say because we think it tastes the best. I ain't gonna argue with that. Taste for yourself why Jimmy Dean is America's favorite sausage.
Southwest Furniture's annual February sale-a-thon is now in progress at all Southwest Furniture locations, where you'll find all furniture in their huge inventory on sale this week. Sale includes living room, bedroom, dining room, and many occasional pieces, all marked down 40 to 60% this week. Southwest Furniture offers free delivery and liberal credit terms. Southwest Furniture's huge showrooms are jam-packed with fine quality furniture, all reduced 40 to 60% this week. Doors open daily at 10 a.m., Sunday at noon at all Southwest Furniture locations.
When your child gets a cold or an allergy, you get a lot of advice.
Give him some garlic.
You gotta sweat out a cold. A lot of advice.
Vaporize him.
But the best advice is what doctors have said millions of times. Take Dimetap. Dimetap in non-prescription formulas brings proven relief. So take the advice of doctors and pharmacists.
The garlic works.
And take Dimetap. The best advice you can take.
Let's take one final look at this really exciting and really special night, Friday night at the Sportatorium in Dallas. It's Abraham Lincoln's birthday, and the World Class Wrestling Association celebrates this event by giving the penny more value than it's had in many a decade. Bring a pocket full of pennies with you because they're really worth something Friday night. When you go to the box office and buy 2 tickets at regular price in any location at full price, you'll get the third seat for 1 cent, 1 penny. When you go to the concession stand throughout the evening and buy 1 food or drink item at full price, you'll get the second food or drink item for 1 penny. Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to make change for everyone who brings dollar bills, so bring a pocket full of pennies with you and pay full price for the first food or drink item and then have that penny ready for the second. Buy those first 2 tickets at full price and have the penny for the third. It's a really great card to go along on this holiday night as the fabulous Freebirds will go against Kevin and Kerry Von Erich. I'm talking about Gordy and Roberts, Kevin and Kerry. It's a come-as-you-are street match. You can wear anything you want to into the ring. Bring anything with you. Come as you are. And have the right to use that as you please. Iceman King Parsons goes against Gentleman Chris Adams. We looked forward to this match a couple of weeks ago. Iceman got hurt in one of these brutal Thunderdome matches. He'll be back to face Gentleman Chris Adams Friday night. Here's a great feature. Terry Taylor, a former champion of the world, goes against Latin heartthrob Al Perez. Be on hand to see Terry Taylor against Perez Friday night. 6th man excitement. Solomon Grundy teams of the Fantasticks, Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton, against Jack Victory, John Tatum, and The Real Thing. All of this and much, much more. Bring a pocket full of pennies to take advantage of the special. 2 tickets at full price, a third one for a penny. 1 food or drink item at full price, a second for a penny. You can't beat that. Happy birthday, Abe Lincoln. You know, we have had so many calls here at Channel 11 and at the world-class offices in Dallas over the past week about the exciting match we saw last week, Stuart Simpson teaming with his brothers. We close this week's Best of Championship Sports by taking another look at this exciting match, which we join in progress. Tag is made, in comes Sean. You know, in all of the Von Erich and Freebird mess, which has even involved other parties, such as the Fantasticks, Al Perez and Gary Hart have been very quiet as the Hood gets in heels illegal stomp. Hart has been very protective of his champion. Doesn't want him getting involved in any of that. Doesn't want to take any unnecessary chances. Big knee left by Apollo, taking Sean Simpson down. And now it's Sean in the corner and a tag for the big man, the tall man, the Hood, with a kick to the ribcage. Perez, the very popular Latin star, popular to everyone south of the border. And maybe not well-liked, but certainly well-respected in the continental United States and elsewhere around the world. A great champion. Although there's certainly been controversy, no one can take anything away from Al Perez. The shot is turned over, but the hood delivers the elbow too late. Stomp to the midsection. Steve Simpson takes the hood into the corner where his brothers are. Kick to the midsection. The hood is taken out the other way. But it's a quick reversal, and Sean is being choked in enemy territory over there. Elbow by Cowboy Tony. To the ropes near side in your picture. The quick kick by Sean turns the tables. There's the tag for Steve. Look at Steve Simpson move. Steve with some big light heavyweight title opportunity coming up. A big opportunity against Eric Embry. Down they go. Give Cowboy Tony credit. He's on top, but only for one. Ooh, there's a jab to the throat. That's an illegal move, but Cowboy Tony screened off the referee. Steve is thrown left side on the rebound. He's back into the elbow, and the fans chant, "Go, Steve, go," but it's all Cowboy Tony and company. Cowboy Tony down with the elbow. Big move, big thinking by Sean, who tagged Steve, who's the legal man again. Got out of the way when Cowboy Tony was charging. Drop kick, down goes Cowboy Tony. Sean over to grab him again quickly. You folks in Shreveport, be ready for this kind of world-class excitement. Here's Steve trying to time his late beautifully. He does. 1, 2. It's all over. Ring the bell. Now here's the gang up as the hood tried to do some after the bell dirty work, but Stewart and Sean were able to get that stop. Let's go to Ralph Pulley at ringside. Well, hope you've enjoyed this.